Alright guys, Akil here. So this is another video to show you guys what can be done as well for a different niche, say property investing. I have a lot of property investing friends that, I usually get advice from if I want to invest in. So I'm actually making this video for people who are in the property investing community. So as you can see, this is one of my fan pages called Property Investing Blogger. Obviously because I have a passion for it and I want, to invest in property. So what I've done, I've mocked up, a little example here of a welcome page when people click on the welcome tab. So they can see like there's property investing. They can click here to go to a property investing tab, selling tips, buying tips, and also thinking of selling. So that way it's like a lead generation. So if someone's thinking of selling inside Facebook, you can direct them to that particular tab. That way they can leave their information. So I'm just going to show you some of the stuff. I've gone and got some articles from online. So I'm going to show you the buy-in tips, which I have included here. I've included 15 buy-in tips, so that way if someone's interested in knowing, what are some of the tips for buying property, they can actually look here and read 15 tips. So that gives them something of value that they can actually read and think, okay, I can use this when I'm looking to buy property in the UK or wherever. It doesn't really matter. So these tips are universal, so they can read these 15 tips. And if they're thinking of selling, because someone asked me, how can they use this for lead generation? And I'll show you. If you give someone value, something of value, like give them tips, or you can give them local events. If you're planning a local event, you can actually use this to actually promote your local event, give them information, and capture their email. And there's also other ways that I can tell you about how you can do that. So these are also 10 tips that someone can use if they're thinking of selling their property. And then I have the renting section for those interested who have a letting agency, and if it's outside of Facebook, you can actually incorporate it inside of Facebook. So this letting agency, I've gone into and took some mock examples from online, like Rightmove or whatever, and I've actually put in some properties here to show you guys exactly what can be done inside Facebook. So as you can see, I have 3 examples here of properties that people can look. Either they can click on a picture or they can read more, or they could click on it. I could highlight this and make this a link, but I'll click on a picture which takes them to another tab which shows you the property, and I've included some description of what the property is about. So let me just scroll up and show you guys what's possible. So the only reason this is like this because this picture is too big. I can resize it. So I'll scroll down, and then you can leave the property details here inside of Facebook. So if someone wanted to, know how much you're renting this property for, they can actually see exactly how much they're going to be renting it for, and you can actually give them details. Now in the last example, I showed you guys that I included a contact form. In this particular example, I didn't. So I'm just going to show you again what's possible, and click on this one. So if someone wanted to read more, they can click on the picture, or they can click on read more. So again, this shows you a description of what the property, you can put the description of what the property is about. You can have a nice little picture or put a picture gallery if you want to. Again, this all takes time, so it's not something you just, take 10 minutes and it's done. So as you can see, the property information is inside Facebook. So if you're a property investor, or you have property, an agency, you can think how this can be of value to you and of value to people actually looking to invest or find a place to rent or thinking of selling their property. One last thing I want to show you guys is this section here. Is the thinking of selling section or tab, where if someone's thinking of selling their property, you can capture their email by just leaving a video inside of Facebook and saying I got this video from YouTube. So you can see, they can watch the video. You can create a video for them, and then you could say, hey, why don't you click it into your name below, so that way you can capture their name and email. And what you can also do is we can also create another tab where you can capture their, ask them some questions if they're thinking of selling, where they're thinking of selling, what type of bedroom. You can capture all that and generate more leads if you're thinking about, how can this help your business, and how can this help you as a property investor, or how can this help you in general. So I can also think of another way as a restaurant, or even a cake decorating places. So, it's up to you. You just have to have the imagination and seeing exactly how this can help your business or not. So again, it's a quick example to show you guys quickly how, some of the services I can offer you. So I hope you guys have fun. You can give me a shout on Facebook, or you can actually email me at contact@akilbrown.com. All right, take it easy.